As Texas got into the meat of its schedule last year, teams showed less and less respect for the passing game and more aggression at taking away the Texas run game. Offensive coordinator Brian Harsin was tasked with continuing to create big play opportunities, even without a reliable passing game. So let's take a detailed look at one of the concepts that was fairly successful for Harsin. In the first quarter of the Holiday Bowl, Texas lined up in I twins, and then motioned a wide receiver into the tackle box right before the snap. We'll switch to the end zone cam for a better perspective. Look at the boundary side of this formation. We see that the number of defenders matches the available number of blockers for the offense. The Longhorns are going to use a pin and pull concept here to attack the boundary and stress the secondary run support. First wave of this attack is on any down defenders to the play side. In this case, there's just one down defender in a 4-eye technique. The first offensive player with outside position on each down defender will execute a pin block designed to seal the defender to the inside and keep them from penetrating. Here that responsibility will fall to Trey Hopkins. Each pin block serves as an anchor point, allowing other playside blockers to pull and attack the second level defenders. In order to make this plan work, the pin blocks to the playside are crucial, and the offense must try to cut off pursuit from the backside. This starts with the center in this case. If he's not one of the playside pullers, he's going to release for the first linebacker to his playside. If he's able to get to that linebacker, then the offense is in great shape because they'll be up a blocker to the playside. But in most cases, the linebacker is going to flow too quickly for the center to reach him. The key is that the blocker should never chase that block. Instead, he needs to catch the next defender flowing to the play side. Now against most defensive alignments, the tight end is one of the play side pin blockers. But here, Cal doesn't have a defender covering the tight end. Their game plan appeared to be to use their down defensive lineman to take away the inside running game, and a stand-up 8 technique defender to take away the speed sweeps. So with no defender to pin and an outside threat, the tight end will arc to the outside defender. If the defender responds by trying to come inside, the tight end will kick him. But the goal of the arc release is to influence the defender before contact is made. Since the force player wants to maintain outside leverage, he'll usually expand toward the sideline with a lateral movement from the tight end. When you view the playside blocks together, the intent becomes clear. The offense wants to create a vertical running lane that attacks the alley. As with all slow developing running concepts, it's crucial to present the running back with a clear picture. In the pin and pull, the running back's aiming point is for the butt or outside hip of the tight end. He wants to push the play horizontally first to encourage over pursuit for the second level defenders, anticipate the running lane, and then make one vertical cut to gash the defense. So things make sense on the play side, where we have a blocker for every defender, and the offense utilized angles to open a running lane. But a play is only as sexy as its backside, so let's turn our attention there. The left guard and tackle are going to run a track to try to cut off pursuit from the backside defensive lineman. This is the same technique that they would use in an outside zone running play, cutting off the first defender to their inside by any means they can. Though there isn't as much collaboration as on the playside blocks, these backside blocks demand quickness and sacrifice to be executed consistently. Finally, in this formation, the offense has motioned a wide receiver as the formation end to protect the backside. He will identify the most dangerous man and cut him off from flowing to the play side. So in addition to the tackle and guard, that will account for 3 of the backside defenders. But if you're counting along at home, that still leaves 2 backside defenders unblocked. Here's where it's crucial to understand the interplay between coverage and run support. Like many teams, Cal chose to play a lot of man-free coverage against the Longhorns, bringing up one of their safeties to play closer to the line of scrimmage and attack the Horns' running game. So at the snap of the ball, Cal's corner doesn't have a direct run responsibility. He's watching for a route release from the motioned receiver. Meanwhile, the field safety is keying on the backside of this formation to decide if the play is a run or a pass. The problem is that the backside of this play is ambiguous, because it looks like almost identical to a slide protection for a pass play. The defenders must belay the threat of a boot from the quarterback before they can flow toward the blocking of the play. As a result, this backside concept effectively enhances the perimeter run. Now, as we watch the beginning of this play at half speed, we notice that not everything goes according to plan. Malcolm Brown is trying to find the running lane, but instead all he sees is an unblocked defensive lineman, the result of Trey Hopkins taking a bad first step on his pin block. As a result, the offense is going to have a tough time taking advantage of all the things it's created. Solid running lane with delayed backside pursuit. but sometimes one bad step is all it takes. And the result of this play is fairly predictable. That's just the way it goes. Sometimes a good call doesn't yield a good result. Undeterred by Hopkins' mistake, Harsin returned to the same play call later in the game. This time the picture is much better for the offense. There's a clear running lane for Malcolm Brown. Trey Hopkins has perfectly executed his pin block. As a result, Malcolm's going to be able to show off his ability to make decisive vertical cuts. Also, the backside unblocked defenders are nowhere near positioned to be able to defend the alley right now. The results of this play are also fairly predictable. Even with all the mistakes that the offense made last year, you have to respect Harsin's ability to still generate big plays in the running game, despite the fact that he was playing against stacked defenses most of the year. After exploiting the boundary perimeter, Harsin came back later in the game with this companion naked toss play to the field. Pin and pull blocking is a versatile concept that leverages many of the same blocking skills that are critical to the Power O and gives the running back talent a chance for a big play, even against a loaded box. That combined with its complementary relationship with the deep play action pass make me confident that the pin and pull will continue to take on more and more importance in the 2012 Texas offense. Really hope you've enjoyed this closer look at one of the staples of the Texas offense.